We are SSP3 Group 4 and our group consists of Malcolm, Saki, Timothy and Chukang.
Welcome to our restaurant reservation and point of sale system application. When the user first launches our application, they will be greeted with an option to choose which operations to run. These operations are manage staff, manage menu, manage orders, manage customer memberships, manage reservations, manage tables, and the exit function. So let's start by viewing our menu. We choose manage menu and then the view menu function. So by retrieving data from our TXT file, this is what we have, item number 1 to item number 7, which we have previously keyed in. So our menu consists of both a la carte items and promotional packages. As you can see, there are a few a la carte items and 2 promotional packages. So the functions that we can use in the manage menu page are the following: the add new a la carte item, add new promotional package, update menu item, and removal of menu items, and lastly the view menu, which we have shown. So now we will now add a new a la carte item to our menu. So we choose add new a la carte item, and now we can add item that we want. So let's say you want to add cheeseburger to our menu. And we key in the description and the price and the type of menu item. So after we key in everything, the item will be added to our menu, and we can check the view menu function to see that our item 8 cheeseburger has been added. So that's adding of a la carte items. So let's say we want to add new promotional package to our menu. So we can choose add new promotional package, and now we can name our promo. So let's say we want to make cheeseburger meal, for example. Here we can type the price maybe, and then after we type the price, next we can add individual a la carte items into our package. When we are adding our a la carte items into our package, there will be a list for the user to choose from. The list does not include a promotional package, as you can see here. Big Mac value meal cannot be added into another promotional package. We can only add a la carte items into the package. So now let's proceed with adding items. We can add cheeseburger into our package. Then maybe we can add French fries into our package, and correspondingly we can add Coca-Cola. So once the user wants to stop adding items, you can choose the stop function. And the promo package has been added. So we can check the menu again. You can see item 9, cheeseburger meal, is not added into the menu. So the promotion package shows the name, price, and then the contents, and also the individual a la carte item descriptions. So that's adding of both a la carte and promotion package. So let's say we want to update a la carte items. We can choose the update menu item in food menu option number 3, and you can update cheeseburger. So in the updating page, we can either update the name, description, price, or item type. So let's say we want to change the description. Let's change the description to this. And let's say you want to change the price. You can choose update cheeseburger price. You can change the price maybe to $2.50. Yep. So let's exit this page and check the menu again. As you can see, the a la carte item has been updated. The description has been updated to cheesy burger, and the a la carte price has been changed to $2.50. So next, we want to update a promotional package. So we choose update and choose the ID, which is item 9. And now we can enter the updated name of promo. So let's say we want to change the name of the cheeseburger meal to cheeseburger value meal, for example. So let's say we want to change the price to $8. Then next we can add all the items back into the package. So let's say cheeseburger, then maybe we want to add 2 sparkling waters and 1 French fries. So the promotion package has been updated. So let's check. Item 9 promo name has been changed to cheeseburger value meal. Price has been changed, and even the content has been changed. So that's for adding and updating of a la carte and promo items. So next we will demo the removal. So we can just choose the index of items in the menu to remove. So let's say we choose item 9, which is cheeseburger value meal. We can remove that from the menu. As you can see, item 9 has been removed. Similarly, for a la carte items, let's say we want to remove item 8. You can see item 8 has been removed. Both the a la carte items and the promo package has been removed from the menu. So that concludes the adding, updating, and deletion of both promotional package and a la carte items. Before we move on to demo our orders functions, we have to ensure that we have staff members to take these orders and also tables to take these orders from. So now let's see our staff list by selecting manage staff and viewing all staffs. So this is the list of staff that we can choose from when we create our order. So this staff information includes the staff ID, staff name, staff gender, and staff position. We can edit this staff list by using the adding staff function, or update staff info function, or the remove staff function. So now we will see the tables by selecting manage tables and display all tables. So this is the list of tables we can choose from when we create our order. So the tables information include the table number, table size, and the table's availability. Similarly, we can also edit this list by creating table or removing table using these functions. So now, with that out of the way, we can now demo our manage orders functions. We will now select manage orders. So these are the functions that are available in the manage orders page. We can create new order, edit existing orders, view all orders, print invoice, remove order, generate the sale revenue report, and the exit function. So let's first see all our past orders by selecting view all orders. So these are our past orders. The information included in this list are the order ID, table number, date ordered, time ordered, prepared by which staff, whether it's being paid, and the order items in the order. So now let's create a new order to add into this order list. We can now select create an order, and now the user will be prompted to select which staff prepared this order. Let's select one staff, and now we can select which table this order was being taken from. So now let's select table number 1, and now let's add items into the order. These items were taken from the menu entity class. So the user can add items into this order. So let's add a few items. So after adding items, the user can press stop to indicate that the user is done taking the order. After that, a message will appear saying order successfully created along with the order details that has just been taken. So the order details are the order ID, which in this case is order ID 5, table number 1, the date and time, prepared by which staff, whether it's being paid, and the order items that we chose just now. So after creation of order, let's say we want to edit this order, we can choose the edit existing order function and choose which order you want to edit. So let's say we want to edit order ID 4, which in this case has already been paid for and invoice already been generated. So let's pick ID 4, and now error message will occur, unable to edit order has already been fulfilled and paid for. This is to ensure that we don't edit orders that have already been fulfilled and invoice already been generated. So we can only edit orders that have not been paid for. So let's select edit existing order and edit order number 5. So now editing order, we can now remove items from order. So let's remove one of the big MAC value bills, and let's add more items into the order. Let's add one more French fries, and stop and exit. Now view all orders. As you can see, order ID 5 has been updated. The order items has been updated as follows. So now that's creation of order and updating of order items in orders. So after an order has been created, we have to check whether the table's availability has changed. So in this case, we have order ID number 5 with table number 1 currently still not being paid for, so we assume that the customer is still occupying the table. So now let's exit from this page and select manage tables and display all tables. As you can see, table number 1, the availability has been changed to false as order ID 5 is still occupying that table. So now let's exit and go back to manage orders. So now we will move on to the printing of invoice for the orders. So before we can print an invoice, our restaurant have membership where customers can hold different tiers of membership so that they can apply for discounts. So now let's see the customer list of members that are applicable for discount. So we go back to manage customer memberships and view all members. So this is the list of all our members that hold membership tiers. This includes the member ID, the customer name, customer contact, and the membership tier. So for the membership tier, if the member holds a gold membership, they will be applicable for 15% discount, silver will be 10%, and bronze will be 5% discount. So now that we clarify the membership tiers, we can go back to the manage orders and print the invoice. So we select print invoice, and we will print the invoice for order ID number 5. So select order ID 5. And the user will then be prompted whether the customer that is paying is a member or not. So we assume that the customer is a member, and we key in the customer's member ID. So in this case, a member is found in the list, and then the following details are as follows: the member name and the membership tier. In this case, membership tier is silver. So now the invoice has been generated. So this is the invoice. The invoice shows the ID, the date and time, prepared by which staff, table number, and the ordered items, and also the price of each order item, and also the subtotal of this order. Since the customer is a member and is holding a silver membership tier, the member is applicable for 10% discount, and the following discount is applied. After the discount is applied, then the applicable GST is then added into the subtotal. So this is the invoice generated for order ID number 5. So now we can go back to view all orders again and see that order ID 5, the paid field has been changed to true. So before, we see that table number 1 has been occupied since invoice has not been generated yet. But in this case, invoice has already been generated. So now we can check the table availability by going back to manage tables and display all tables.
As you can see here, table 1's availability is set to true. So that concludes our demo for our creation and updating of orders, as well as printing of invoice.
So now I will demo the generation of the sale revenue report. To access the sale revenue report, the user has to access the manage orders page, and following to that, select the sale revenue report. The user has to key in the corresponding month and the year. After keying the month and the year, the product revenue report is shown. So for the month of November, year 2021, these are the amount of items sold for each individual item and the revenue earned for each individual item. So for example, sparkling water quantity 3, product revenue $3, and the total revenue is shown here. So that concludes the product revenue.
Now I'll be demonstrating the manage reservation part of our program. Let me first show our tables. As you can see, we have two tables, size 2 and 4 respectively. And let's create a reservation with first starting our name, our contact number of customer reserving for, and if you're a member or not. Let's say I want to book it for today, 14 November. I can't because our program only allows reservation up to 1 day in advance. So 14 November is a no-go. Let's make it 15 November. And the timing be 12. As you can see, we have successfully created our reservation. What if a member wants to create a reservation? Let's see our members. What if Lulu wants to make a reservation? Very simple. We go back, type her name and her contact number. And let's say she wants to reserve for 4. She is a member. And let's say 17 November, 12 as well. She is successfully added and reserving a table. Now, as you can see in our table list, there's currently 2 tables booked at 15 November at 12 o'clock respectively. That means both our tables are currently full. What will happen if we try to reserve a table? Let's find out. Let's say I want a 4. Let's say at 15 November, 12. They will not allow as there's not enough tables. Now, what if we want to book a table at the timing of when Lulu's eating? We have created a time allocation where if you are booked a reservation at 12, the next 2 hours there will not be allowed any booking at this specific table. Let's demonstrate this. So at 17 November, let's say I want to book at 1 o'clock. They will not allow as there's no tables that allow for 4 people at this timing, as that is considered full. So let me show you what will happen if we skip that 2 hours. So 17 November. Let's say we're at 2 o'clock. That's right. The reservation is currently added. So now we'll demonstrate to you the reservation expiry removal. So our reservation expiry removal remove reservations 1 hour after the allocated time. So let's say this is 15 November, 12 o'clock. So if I change my system timing from to 15 November, let's say 3 o'clock. Once I check /remove reservation booking, it will automatically remove all the expired reservations. As you can see, only Lulu and Mel is left. Now, what if I want to remove manually? Very simple. Once you type Y, you can just choose the reservation ID here, like 0. And as you can see, only Mel is left. Lulu is gone. this is the end of our demo. Thank you very much.